Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the video. Today I'm going to give you guys my review of the Logitech Combo Touch keyboard for the iPad A16. So this also works, and you can see it says here for the 10th generation. I have the A16, which is the 11th generation. And yeah, I just got it like a couple hours ago, so it's brand new to me. I just kind of like put it all together, tried it out for a couple of hours. Yeah, I already opened it. So it opens in a really cool way, kind of like a box thing. And yeah, you can see all that wrapping that's I already opened it. But there is the actual product, as you can see. It actually comes in two pieces. So this is detachable, which is really good. Basically, you have this piece, which is the actual case. So it protects the iPad all through, as you can see. So it's really nice. Except for the Touch ID area. So right here, you're gonna be able to like have the Touch ID, but like the buttons and the connectors and everything are covered, which is good. You have here a place for your Apple Pencil. So you can see I'm not a big fan of this one. I would prefer it would be something like the ESR one, where it's actually like a full area that they put, and not just like a floppy, just an insert type of thing. I don't know. But this this piece also has the stand with it, and it's a pretty strong stand. It doesn't have any magnets, which I kind of unfortunate. I wish it would have like a magnet so you can like pin it to certain places, kind of like in ESR's stuff. But yeah, so basically you can like move it around like for a lot of different degrees, so it's pretty good. Just like completely down, for actually writing with your Apple Pencil, and for like watching a video or something, you can put it like so. Yeah, it's pretty good, I would say, in terms of kickstand options. And then you obviously have the keyboard piece, which is here. This one is Hebrew and English, so that's where you see these weird letters here. But yeah, this one is kind of light. Most of the case I would say probably comes from the actual case itself. Like, it doesn't feel like extremely heavy, but together they kind of feel a bit more. We'll check that out later. So basically, you can see you have like these 3 pins here, and you just magnetically attached it like so. It's pretty good. And yeah, so together they look pretty nice. We'll just try to open up something here. Yeah, okay, so just open up like a note here, so you can see kind of how this types. So this one actually types really nicely. It really feels really good to type in, yeah, I haven't typed in a lot of time, but like, yeah, generally it feels pretty good. And everything kind of works, like Control Z, Control Copy, all that. It's Command here. I'm used to Windows, so for me it's all new, but yeah, it works pretty great. Now this keyboard is not Bluetooth, so it means that when you disconnect it from here, let's say, you cannot use it right now. See, like, the actual keyboard open because you notice that there's no keyboard connected. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, but at the same time it means that like the keys are going to be a lot more responsive, and it's gonna like there's not gonna be any delay or anything like that. So I don't think that's a good thing, but at the same time, some people like myself, I would rather have like the keyboard from far away, so we can actually I can use it, let's say, when I put the iPad like over there and I want to like type with the keyboard, but you can't really do that, so it's kind of unfortunate. I wish they would have like an option to do that. And yeah, other than that, this thing does feel very heavy when you combine it all like that. This feels heavy. I'm not gonna like weight it, but it feels really heavy. It's just like a pretty like hefty book, which is obviously the folio whole thing meant to be like a book. But again, yeah, it's really nice. Opening it up, it's actually a bit tough. Like, I don't know if in time it will be a little bit easier, but like actually opening up, it's pretty tough. And one thing I don't really like is that you cannot flip it around and put it like that. You see, you could almost do that, but as soon as you start, the keyboard just disconnects. So it's kind of unfortunate. I wish you could actually put the keyboard like on the back rather than just disconnecting it all the time. Like I tried doing like this, try to put it like so, but you cannot because the magnets are not this way, so it doesn't really work. Now I would say like for the most part this feels pretty good. Like I feel like as like basically you have all of the you know stuff you know from Mac over here, so it's great. Obviously this is the iPad OS 26, which has a lot of great stuff, so you can do like you know the I think it's like this, and I'm not clearly sure how to do that. Yeah, like that. Control command, control and globe, and then you can like move stuff around, so it's really nice. You have the option to like control command Q to close, which is really good. Should be able to open up. Okay, it's weird. Yeah, okay. I'm still new, so sorry if I don't know, and I haven't had a Mac ever, so trackpad feels really good as well. Like just moving it around, doing stuff feels pretty nice. Let me show you how it works in terms of like drawing and stuff like that. I know that's definitely some people will probably want that. So again, I think when you want to draw, you have to like disconnect the keyboard, which again, not the biggest fan of it, but like putting it down like so, it does feel kind of okay. It does move a little bit, so I'm not entirely sure what's the best way of doing it. Maybe like that. Yeah, that feels a little better. Yeah, it moves just a little bit, so it's fine. I think that's the way you should be doing it. So yeah, there is an option to do with the pencil. It's not as perfect as some other companies do. The thing is about this one feels really good, but it doesn't have the most versatility, I think, with some of the other ones. You know, like the ESR ones where you have like an ESR Bluetooth one which you can disconnect. Now in terms of landscape, you can sort of put it landscape, but it doesn't really let you do anything even that way. It doesn't really give you much in terms of like actually it's like just straight like that, which you know could work, but I don't know, like I would prefer like maybe like a way to do it where even when you put a landscape, you could have some kind of like stand. So yeah, basically I would say that this thing is pretty good. The only thing I'm kind of afraid of is that I've seen people online say that after a while, basically it starts becoming pretty bad. Basically, people said that the case start like disintegrating and certain parts start fall, which I really hope doesn't happen to mine. You know, it feels really good quality, so I'm shocked that something like this happens. But again, that's what people said after a year. So let me know in the comments if you want me to like make a video in a year or something. Maybe I'll put like a reminder to remind myself like in a year to actually like check on it, like make a new video and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's basically it. I'm trying to figure out what else. I think Command Tab. Yeah, it adds all the nice shortcuts that you know and all that. So pretty good. Overall, I think this keyboard, this Logitech Combo, it's really good. It's like the closest thing you can get to an Apple Magic Keyboard without like paying that much. Oh, by the way, I didn't talk about it, but there are on the top here, as you can see, like all these are function keys, so you have an option to like turn on the volume, mute, forward, backwards. You also have an option to, there is a backlit, like the keyboard is backlit. I don't know if you saw that. You can have an option to like light it up more or light it down. I don't know if you can see better. Let me just turn down the light. So yeah, now as you can see, I think we're gonna be able to see. Yeah, you can see like the keyboard lighting up. Yeah, so that's also something you can do, which is really nice. I do like that. It definitely feels really cool, like when you're in the dark and you know the keyboard is like all lit up. So pretty good. But yeah, I think that's basically it. That's all I have for today's video. This one is probably, like I said, the closest one you can have to an actual like Magic Keyboard without spending that amount of money. It's still pricey. I think this one costs around like $160, which is like still really expensive, but it's still not to that level of, you know, like $250 or like $270, like whatever they cost for Magic Keyboards. So yeah, that's basically the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and see you guys in the next video. Hey, so I wanted to make a little update here. So after using it for a couple more hours, I found out something I'm not a big fan of. Basically, the stand that this has is really flimsy, especially when you put a little bit of force. Like, even clicking the volume buttons, sometimes you can see, like, just make it go down. Let's say I put it up pretty firmly, right? And then I like press the button, it just like drops it down. Like, it's really not that strong, which I did not expect. So that's a really big downside, like using it like that. Like, even when I push here, you see it falls down really easily, which I'm not a big fan. So that's a really big gripe.